I got 100 shares of EVGO. Is going to sell a cover call. Cover. Okay. SAR back down. EVGO. Okay. Where'd you buy the shares at? What price? You bought them at 6. To be completely honest with you, it's honestly something I should know a little bit better, but it's just not how I trade. I don't know much about covered calls and the correct way to execute them in a trade like this. That's going to be for our guy Swinging Bull. That's more so his specialty. But I think if you're in at 6, and it kind of depends on what you're looking for here. Are you looking for a new high on this? Do you think there's, are you looking for more of it like a kind of a quick swing trade? It looks like the volume is kind of dying out on this. If you look at the bottom there, but I don't know. Obviously, something good happened, right? This stock is up. What was it? It wasn't earnings, so there's obviously some news. I don't know anything about the stock, so I'm just kind of going off what I'm looking at right now. But if you're in at 6, right, I think the worst thing that can happen to you right now is, you sell for break even. So I think, the furthest you should let this go would be back to $6. But I think Duco, you know a little bit more about covered calls than I do. So he may even be able to answer your question better than me about the covered call part of it. However, I can kind of walk you through more so the psychology on how I think you should structure this. More upside, okay. Well, if you're looking for more upside, I mean, obviously, you're going to want to have a stop loss in mind. There you go. See, Duco knows what he's doing here. Yeah, which could easily happen. Anyone else have questions? There's some other free guys in here. You guys ask away. I'm here for anything. Anything about the chat, anything about trading. You can ask about my style. You can ask about other coaches' styles. We'll go back to SAR, see how that's doing here. Looks like it's up a little bit. Who in here is new? I'm K Gray. You look new to me, I think. Jelly Juice, you're new. You joined my coaching group today or recently, right? What's up? Do you have any questions on that? What's up, Jag? Ask away, Jelly, if you have anything. Long day. Yeah. I got done with trading about 9:30 my time-ish and wrote my report on this case study over some business. Actually, Chag, since you're from Canada, have you ever heard of Shutout Solutions? It's like a sports, like detergent company kind of thing. Shutout Solutions. I'll type it. I had to do a case study on them today. Solutions. Yeah, Shutout Solutions. It's kind of random, but yeah. So I had to do a case study on them today. 3 pages. I don't have any questions, but I'll probably ask later in your next live stream. Sure. Yeah. Well, the best thing that I would tell you to do is, middle of the day, if you have some sort of question that comes to mind, just write it down, because that's, and anytime you come to my lessons, bring some sort of notepad, because I just, I talk a lot and I kind of rant on things because I want the point to really be driven home. And I can give you multiple different explanations on things and whatnot. But you're also my coach's corner, so you're going to have access to a bunch of videos in my day trading, like education archive. There should be like 20 videos in there from lessons I've done. So I do ramble a lot. Yeah. Good rambling though, right? You'd say? Good. But yeah, no, I mean, I'll go over anything you guys want. Yeah, 9 p.m. Eastern time. That's when my free lessons are on Tuesdays. Tomorrow though, I the only day I don't live trade is Wednesday mornings, and then I'm back to Thursday, Friday live trading in the mornings there. So should be good. What else you guys got for me? What's up, common man? KO long term swing for sure. What's Coca-Cola doing over here? So Coca-Cola obviously been really strong lately. Pretty nice breakout here. I don't really know why. I don't know what Coke's been doing any differently than just selling the same product they've been selling for many, many, many years. Um, However, looks like their dividends got raised a little bit from 46 cents to 48 and a half. That may be a reason why people came in and started buying that. I do think this pullback is maybe a decent spot to buy. I mean, from what I'm looking at here is you got this resistance up here around $67 where I have this line. This comes back into that area, and you can kind of see it hold in here. This is kind of the area you probably want to start buying in. Your stop loss can kind of be under that, like $66. But honestly, I'll get real fancy here and just keep drawing stuff. Anywhere from like 68 even to like $65, right? This box here to me would kind of make sense to buy for this to kind of bounce out of and go back higher, right? I mean, we know Coke isn't going to go anywhere. It's going to stay around probably forever. Um, how do you full screen the stream? There should be a little button in the bottom right, I would think. I don't know if you're on a desktop or a phone. Um, but yeah, so that's, I mean, I hope that answered your question, um, Dan. But I do think that anywhere in this area is a good place to buy. I mean, it's obviously really strong. I don't really want to be a guy trying to short this, so I'd keep that in mind for sure. What else you guys got for me? 412 54 2. You're I know you're in my coach's corner, or at least you were. You got any questions? October 25th, 70 strike. October 25th. So, I mean, that gives you less than a month, right? I don't think that Coca-Cola moves that aggressively. If I were to be forced into that trade, I'd probably go a little bit further expiration. But again, maybe this doesn't come back down. Maybe this bounces from here. So you could consider that. Just use risk management. I could be saying this wrong, but should I hold a call bid for SPY overnight? I don't know how. I don't know much. So holding a call bid. So Jelly, are you looking to buy into something? Are you already in a SPY call? Or do you have like an order pending? If that makes sense. Jelly juice. Awesome. Well, 412. I'm going to call you that. Ask whenever. Yeah. So are you looking to buy jelly juice? Are you looking to buy the call, sell the call? Is your order pending? Or are you already in the position? Buying. So to hold overnight, I don't think you should have any orders being. I don't think you should leave orders on overnight for a spy call. But you could look to buy the spy call in the morning. If that's what you're looking to do. Yeah, and Jelly Juice, if you're in my my live trading on Thursday, so I'm not doing it tomorrow, but if you are Thursday, I can help you there. Also, tomorrow morning, I'll be in the chats. I just, I'm not going to be live streaming like I am now, so I can at least type out some sort of answer to you in the morning if you want to get back to me on that. We could also go over it tonight, especially if you can get some screenshots or whatever for me, what you're confused on. Yeah, Duco's the option master over here. Buying calls and how cats lose millions, if you don't know. Yeah, yeah. So I think I have a lesson on options 101, Jelly. Since you are in my coach's corner, I'm gonna go ahead and ping you in that. It was my last lesson actually. So I'm gonna go here and I'm gonna do paste and then at Jelly Juice. There you go. I pinged you in my coach's corner tab for you. Yeah, naked calls. Yeah. Yeah, naked calls. That's the word. Yeah, there's a bunch of option videos we have here as well. Something else to point out, though, guys, that I need to talk about is me and Shy are going to start doing some earning streams together. So especially when these big tech earnings are going to be coming up, it's going to be me and him, and it's a product we're looking to get out. Where Shy, I mean, for y'all that know me, I'm a very short term, more of a technical trader, and I'm more of a chart guy to make that a simple way of saying it. So we're basically going to be hopping on these like big earning streams, and he's going to be going over more so the fundamentals in companies, so balance sheets, and he's going to use his model that he has and stuff like that. And so he's going to go more of the longer term approach to it. That I'm also going to come up with the trade ideas for the short term, which should be pretty good. Yeah, we might fight and argue, Duco. Honestly, who knows? But yeah. So Sailor Brown and Stickman, for you guys that were in Florida, you got to see a little bit of that. So that's kind of what we're going to be starting to roll out pretty soon. I think our first one's going to be in a week or two, and that's where we are going to be going here pretty shortly. I like to understand more. Okay. I would like to find a video that explain more IV and delta. I like to understand more when you pick an expiration date, strike price, when it makes them moves faster and better. So, Jack, 100%, I'd be happy to go over that. I think I can give you a better answer tonight when I have more time to go over it. But yeah, IV and delta are important, and just so please keep that in the back of your mind and ask me about that tonight, so I can give you a longer form answer on that. So I want to make sure you understand that. If you don't make it, then I'll type something out for you and send it to you. But yeah, I could do drawings. Your stream later for the free. Yeah. So my stream tonight at 9 p.m. Eastern is a free stream. I do it once a week. So every Tuesday night at 9 p.m. Eastern is my free stream, Grippa. So let's see here. What I would like to find is a video that explain more IV and delta. I'd like to understand more when you pick an expiration date and strike price, what makes it move faster, better. Yeah, 100%. So, I mean, a quick answer on that though, Chad, just in case you don't make it tonight, is so like IV is simply just like implied volatility. That's what it stands for. So I like to think of IV as like a balloon. So like when news catalysts are coming around, like the delivery numbers and in this robo-taxi event, you may notice that Tesla contracts are more expensive right now. So think about that balloon inflating. And then, you know, earnings is another example of that, right? When the market's expecting a big move one way or the other for a stock, they inflate that balloon, right? And the balloon, think of the balloon as like the price of it. So typically on a normal day, let's say a Tesla contract's $300. Now, right now, a normal one could be $400, $500, $600, $800. Okay. So when IV is higher, you're going to get smaller percentage moves, but you're also going to have, they're going to be bigger moves price wise. Yeah. So I'll show you where the IV is. You'll see IV on the options chain on IVKR. It's at the top right of your options chain. It'll be a little percentage, and it should say IV. But for delta, so delta, I went over that in my last lesson, but it's how much the contract is going to move per $1 the stock moves. So if delta is 0.55, the option contract is going to gain 0.55 in that next dollar. But after that dollar is made and you make that 0.55, the delta may move to 0.60. So the next dollar is going to be 60-cent gain, and then maybe 70 next, and then 85 next, and then 100 next, or whatever. It kind of depends on the price of the contract. But you know, picking strike prices, to me, it's really just looking for the best volume and looking for strike prices right out of the money. So my contract will go from out of the money to in the money, and I'll get that premium flip. The delta will flip up more and stuff like that. So that's a kind of a quick answer there, but I'll go over that again tonight. Yeah, there you go. There's the IV. Yeah, so Jelly G is 100% because you're trading options. You know, when you're buying and selling options, it's just like buying and selling shares. There's just it's a little bit more complicated, and you don't need as much capital to do so. So definitely, you need to know how to trade the charts in general, like definitely. But you know, understanding options on the side is really just, you know, you want to be able to bet which way the stock is going to go. So you need to understand, you know, kind of what you're looking at, but obviously you're not going to pick it up in the beginning, like right off the bat, right? It's like learning a completely different language, the language that you have to be fluent in, and it's going to take time. It's going to take experience. It's going to take screen time, really watching this stuff, being curious, asking yourself questions, oh my God, sorry about that. It's going to be, you know, you gotta ask, you know, me questions, other people questions, and you know, like I said, just spending time doing it. So it's like learning a language. Yeah, 100%. I don't know if y'all heard that. Someone turned on music in my house, and it played in my speakers in my room. It scared me. Yeah, that was wild. My roommates are in trouble now. Wyatt's in trouble. How accurate do you think candlesticks are, and should I always rely on them? Yeah, I mean, you know, candlesticks are accurate because candlesticks are a visual representation of where people are buying and selling. There's no inaccurate candles. So, I mean, think about like if there's 100 apples, right? And the first apple that gets sold at $1. The next one gets sold at $1.25, right? So that candlestick went from $1 up to $1.25. The next one gets sold at $1.50. That candle goes from $1.25 to $1.50. Let's say something crazy happens and the next apple gets sold at 90 cents. So that candle went from green because it started at $1, went to 125, went to 150, and then boom, it dropped down to 90 cents. Now it's a red candle because within that time frame, the price actually it dropped down. Okay. So you definitely need to understand candlesticks. I rely on candlesticks. Because that's the backbone of the market, right? You can have all these indicators and arrows and lines crossing each other and all that. To me, none of that matters because if you don't understand what's actually happening on the chart from a buying and selling standpoint, you're never going to be a good trader. So a lot of new traders come in and they want to throw all these indicators that they see on YouTube or Instagram or Twitter, and it's really just it's gonna just be too crowded. Things are gonna get a little too chaotic, and you're not really gonna understand what's going on, right? A saying that I heard recently was indicators are like the tail wagging the dog, not the dog wagging the tail, right? You're not gonna be able to price isn't gonna move based on indicators. It's gonna move based on the what the price is doing, right? The indicators are gonna move based on that. So you have to understand from the bare bones of the market, what's going on. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, each one's just kind of a different point of view. It's telling a different story. So, when you come to my live tradings, Jelly Juice, you're going to hear me talk out loud on what I'm seeing. Okay, I'm seeing buyers come in here. This candle's doing that. I like to see this. I don't like to see that. And over time, hearing me say that, and also watching the chart at the same time, you're going to start to pick up on what I'm seeing, and you're going to start seeing it on your own as well. I'm going to stick around for a few more minutes, guys. So Sailor Brown, that's what I've been picking up. Yeah, so they're going to be an extra thing, but it's not just going to be like a normal earnings stream like this. You're going to have Shy bring his model out and stuff like that, which he can't give away for free. And then you're going to have me in there talking about the trade ideas and stuff like that. There is going to be a discount for lifetime, so keep that in mind. It's a pretty significant discount as well if you're a lifetime member. From what I know, but again, you will know more about that soon. Ethan, what do you think about playing puts on Netflix? Netflix to me has been really strong. I don't know that I want to be playing puts. Oh, wow. We got all the way up to all-time highs. Dang, this thing just has a mind of its own. Well, we're close to all-time highs at least. We hit 725. That actually may be a trade tomorrow. Yeah, and if you're interested in lifetime, Nikki's going to be the person you want to go to. She's the best. But yeah, Netflix. I don't know about buying puts on Netflix just because it's really strong. I don't know. I would just stay away from Netflix to begin with. It's a really hard stock to trade. The options are mean. Like they will move on you and you can get really hurt on those. So my advice is honestly just stay away, but I will watch it for a little while, Mastermind, and I can come back to you in the morning maybe. Ethan, buying calls on LODE options. I don't know what LODE is. It's a very cheap stock. I would never get involved in a stock under $1. It's just not what I do. I don't want to give you any sort of persuasion on what to do here. I'd be careful on that one. But again, that's just my style. I don't trade anything under $50 most of the time. PLTR was one that I did recently, and that was a one trade thing. It worked out. On YouTube, Scientified, did I buy SAR calls? No, I did not. I was just here watching this, but looks like it was a pretty decent move here. Yeah, for sure. All right, guys, any last minute questions before I head out? Again, I'm going to do a whole nother lesson tonight, so I'm not going to be here for a whole hour right now. Yeah, thank you guys. I will see you tonight. Have a good rest of the day. Have some good dinner, and then let's get to learning. All right. Bye-bye.